Let them fight.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Oe, and today I'm going to be doing a trailer reaction and a movie review for Godzilla 2014, directed by Gareth Edwards. I think this is the approach I'm going to take into reviewing all the MonsterVerse movies right before Godzilla vs. Kong comes out on March 31st. I just find reacting to trailers and reviewing it as I'm reacting a lot more entertaining for myself and hopefully you guys. It just makes it seem more casual. When I'm doing a regular review, I'm trying to think in my head what plot points I need to go over to make this review seem cohesive. This way, it's more casual. I can do as less cuts as possible, and hopefully it's more entertainment for you, the people. So without further ado, I'm going to check out the main trailer for Godzilla 2014. I think the teaser trailer is a little better, but this trailer shows a lot more, so without further ado, I'm going to start this up. Let's go.
I want to talk to somebody in charge.
I love the serious tone of all these trailers for 2014.
You say that what happened was a natural disaster. You're lying. It was not an earthquake. It wasn't a typhoon.
It wasn't a typhoon.
Because what's really happening is that you're hiding something out there.
What are you hiding, Monarch? So mysterious, too.
And it is gonna send us back to the Stone Age.
He's acting his ass off. And he's barely in the goddamn movie. This is such cool cinematography and imagery.
God help us all.
God help us all. You gotta have that line in every disaster movie, right?
In 1954,
Yeah.
we awakened something.
Well, there's nuclear tests in the Pacific.
I love how you don't know if Godzilla's a bad guy or a good guy.
Not tests.
They were trying to kill it.
They were trying to kill it. Like, if I didn't see this movie already, I wouldn't know what the hell's going on.
I have no idea what's coming.
Just little teases of Godzilla.
Can you kill it?
Then you're like, what the hell's that? Of course, the freaking awesome score from The Shining. So haunting and intense.
The arrogance of man is thinking nature is in our control.
And not the other way around.
And not the other way around.
You really get the sense of scale in this movie, too. Like, look at that. Like, holy shit, what is that? It's a moving mountain. Love it. Oh, it's so cool. Obviously, that shot is altered because in the real movie, you get the male Muto coming down and fighting him. Such an awesome trailer. Such an awesome trailer. That's cool stuff right there. But yeah, 2014. Godzilla 2014. Bryan Cranston. We're going to start off with Bryan Cranston just acting his ass off. And he's in the movie for like 20 minutes, man. Not even, maybe. Why? They marketed him so much. He was at the peak of his popularity with Breaking Bad coming to a close. So why the hell did they underutilize Bryan Cranston so much? It baffles my mind. Because, you know, Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's awesome. He's kind of playing the bland military action hero. So he was okay. But yeah, Bryan Cranston, I would have loved to see his reaction to Godzilla. He never even got to see Godzilla. He gets owned by a Muto, and a whole bunch of debris and shit falls on him. And yeah, what a shame. What a shame. Bryan Cranston's character, IIP, you deserve better. And honestly, there's not a lot of Godzilla. He's a real big mystery. They tease him a lot in this movie. You know he's the hero, though, because Dr. Serizawa's vouching for him so much. So you know Godzilla's on the warpath, and you see little glimpses of him here and there until he finally gets to San Francisco, or Hawaii. Okay, wait, let me back things up here. The Hawaii scene, one of the best build-ups ever, and introductions to Godzilla ever. right? Up until this point in the movie, we've been dealing with the Mutos, and they've been building Godzilla's mythology so much. They've been hyping him up. And he has a grand entrance with a badass tsunami just wiping out a freaking luau on the beach. I hope that dog survived, by the way. I know the people did, but I'm hoping that dog made it out. And then you get him approaching the Muto, and you get his epic reveal and roar. And this is where I think I got really angry at the movie. It cuts away to Elizabeth Olsen's character and her child, and we get a glimpse of Godzilla and Muto in like 2-second cuts of them fighting in Honolulu, and then they jump back into the ocean. Godzilla jumps back into the ocean, chasing the Muto, who flies away. That's what we get. It's almost offensive to me. And I dealt with that, okay? The movie was still cool because that whole build-up scene was so badass. And then you skip forward, you're going through all these action scenes with the Mutos and them, the female now arising, and they're going on. The San Francisco, we get Godzilla's badass entrance to San Francisco where he saves a busload of children from missiles because the military. You get this badass shot that ends this trailer at the end. Obviously, they manipulated the CGI at the end of this trailer because it's not just Godzilla. They're kind of making him seem like the bad guy in this trailer. Like all these trailers, he kind of seems like the bad guy. But so anyways, we get this shot right here. You get the tagline that Dr. Serizawa says, that badass tagline that says, "Let them fight." And we think, as the audience, this is it, baby. This is it. They teased us in the Honolulu fight, right? This is it. We're going to get a badass scene. It's daytime. It's rainy. It's going to be awesome. And the Muto flies at Godzilla here, and it cuts away again. But this movie, man, it was so aggravating because it's so good. That I love the tone of it, the seriousness of it, but they just kept teasing us with Godzilla fights until the very end, which kind of was annoying because this movie just teases you too much with the fights, and you finally get the payoff at the end, which was not enough in my opinion because everything that was happening to the lead up of all this was pretty But we're lucky we get the badass Halo shot at the right after this. But Aaron Taylor Johnson's character going just conveniently ending up where he needs to be, where the plot needs to be of the film, was like, okay, well, I mean, this is our vessel, this is our avatar to the film, but it's a little too convenient that he's able to get everywhere that the movie needs him to be. But I would have liked to seen him in King of the Monsters. You know, they had that Godzilla force team with O'Shea Jackson and all those military soldiers. He should have been the leader of that crew, right? Maybe he just retired and he's, making love to sweet Elizabeth Olsen. Has more kids now, which good for him. He went through a lot of shit in this movie. So in the action scenes at the end, it's so damn dark. It's so damn dark in this movie, but honestly, it's probably overall better than the Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah fight. And that took about a couple rewatches of King of the Monsters for me to admit, because the end fight with Godzilla and the two Mutos, it cuts to the soldiers and Aaron Taylor Johnson a little bit, but not so much. And we didn't have to deal with the melodramatic crap of the Madison family like we did in King of the Monsters. This one, we had a lot of Godzilla action with less human cuts. And the ending and the violence that Godzilla does to the female Muto, he has the kiss of death, just opens that mouth up and says, "Hello, bitch." Rips her head off right afterwards and throws it on the ground. What a fucking boss. I love that scene. So, yeah, it took me a while to admit that this scene was probably overall better than the Godzilla King Ghidorah fight. Honestly, the rewatchability on it is not as good as Kong Skull Island, not as good as Godzilla King of the Monsters. I've definitely seen this movie the least. So overall, for Godzilla 2014, I'd have to give it an 8.3. I love the stuff with Godzilla in this movie, but I haven't watched it that much. I've seen it probably less than 5 times. I mean, I YouTube the fight scenes a lot, but yeah. I don't think I've ever watched the full movie more than 3 times, maybe. That's my reaction and my movie review of Godzilla 2014. Like I said, I'm going to do a review like this for all the MonsterVerse movies right before Godzilla vs. Kong, so let me know if you guys enjoyed this, or hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, post your thoughts and your comments down below, and if you want to see me again, you know what to do, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all next time. See ya.